You know, one of the most dangerous things that you can possibly do to yourself and your channel as a video game content creator is shilling for any of these companies. Giving 100% allegiancy to any of these companies is dangerous. You know, I was talking to a close friend of mine, Oliver, one of my close followers, and he said, you know, one of the reasons why I really love your account and just you as a person is you don't show for any of these companies. You show people games because they're great games. You could care less what console they're for. You could care less who made them. If it's a great game, you're going to tell us about it. And you know, that was such a kind and spot on assessment of my account and everything that I stand for. And it made me realize, like, damn, if you go on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, a commonality that all of these video game content creators have is they shill for one company or another. And it's so dangerous when you play that game, right? Because when you do that, you alienate your audience, you confine yourself into a box, and you limit like what you can make content on. So like, let's say you're the biggest Nintendo shill of all time. Whatever Nintendo does, it's like the second coming of Christ to you. Even if it's good or bad, it tickles your pickle. Games could be $80 today, tomorrow they're $200. Doesn't matter. You shill for them no matter what. But let's say PlayStation comes out with a phenomenal exclusive game. It's nominated for Game of the Year, everybody's talking about it, everybody's playing it. But because you're such a fucking Nintendo shill, you can't talk about that game because it's a PlayStation exclusive. And if you do, you're gonna be looked at as a fucking poser. Like, you can only talk about Nintendo related news, Nintendo related games, and that's it. Who the fuck wants to live a life like that? Like, can you imagine only making content about Nintendo, or only making content about Xbox, or only making content about PlayStation? Like, I would rather not make video game content at all. At all. Like, the whole premise, the whole joy of why I do what I do is because I talk about a myriad of different consoles and games spread across all platforms. Because I'm a fan of video games. I'm not a fan of fucking companies. I'm a fan of the art form. Because the truth is, bro, is that companies rise and fall like everything in this fucking reality. Nothing is gonna be on top forever. Nintendo of old is dead. Nintendo wishes they were still in that GameCube, Wii, 3DS, DS era. They wish, but they're not. So when you pledge allegiance to a company, you have to ride with them through the highs and the lows. And when you're shilling for them, especially during the lows, you look like a clown, especially if they're doing dumb anti-consumer practices. I gotta keep it 100. That doesn't Lego my Crego, bro. At all. At all. Like, if you're a shill, you got issues.